What's going on? I'd like to welcome you out to another OneTake review. Happy Halloween. You know, I was gonna put on my model mask, but my Toby mask, but that motherfucker hurt. That bitch, you can take a bullet, okay? You can take a bullet to the face with that bitch on. But anyway, this is my review of Black Clover episode 5. I have really been enjoying Black Clover so far. I've been liking the ways things have been going. I like the whole story, even though I feel like a lot of it is predictable and it's typical shonen stuff. I still really like it. Asta, we pick up and we see more of like the end of last episode with Asta fighting. I think his name's Seki. And they're just talking, and we hear more people talking about there's no way he can beat him. I wish I would have had a chance to fight him. And Asta, and we just get that scene of Asta breaking through his field and, whooping his ass like my boy Asta does. And then we get to see a guy named Salem. I want to make his name Salem or Salim. Him versus Yuno, and Yuno being the cool and calm, collected dude that he's like, yeah, he doesn't even say I'll fight. He just walks out there to, and Salem is Salim, or however you want to pronounce his name. He's a part of royalty, so of course he's like, I'm gonna show you how below royalty you are in wealth and power and all of these things. And of course, Yuno doesn't say anything the entire fight. He just pretty much shows him what he's made of and whoops his ass. And Asta just over there observing like he's loving it. Also, there was a couple other fights that was between two, like Rock, this guy who used rock magic and the guy who used like water. And we got to see that little thing. We didn't get to see too much of it because then after that we went to Yuno versus Celine. And then we started getting to the selection group into which you have the nine Magic Knights, and if they call your name up and if no one selects you, you just have to try again next year. And if you call your name up and if two people, maybe two, 3, or 4 people select you, you get to choose which one you want. And if one person selects you, that's pretty much your only option. So that's what we get to, and you pretty much know. Yuno's gonna get everybody to want him, and Asta's going to have no one, and that's exactly what you got. Yuno chose the lions, I think it's the lions, the diamond lions or something like that. I can't think of it. I think I want to say lions group. It's the group that's closest to the Wizard King. That's right under the Wizard King. It's the group that's closest to the guy who's closest to become the next Wizard King. And then Asta gets up and nobody wants him. And he's pretty much feeling bad. And everybody's like, get the fuck out the way, man. It's my time. I'm trying to see why you get chose. And then Yami comes down like, you think somebody would want you? Like, you have no magic power. That's what the purpose of these whole things is, to see who has magic power. When you're talking about you're going to become the Wizard King with no magic. And I guess Asta used his magical pressure. For me, that reminds me of like Bleach, or like spiritual pressure and stuff like that. But he uses magical pressure, and everybody in the room is fucking feeling it. They're like, oh shit. He like, man, he stood in front of him like, can you say with no magical power and the feeling of my magical pressure, do you still think you're gonna become Wizard King? And it's Asta, the most confident person, the person I think believes in himself a lot more than a lot of other anime characters, not main character. He truly believes in himself 100%. He's like, yes. And Yami took him on. I knew he would end up Yami, part of the Black Bulls, and he pretty much told us, you don't have option. This is non-negotiable. And we see Seki come back and try to get some revenge on Asta, but Yuno stops him and pretty much tell him like, yo, you can't fuck with Asta, bro. Just stay away. And so they go their separate ways, and this part I really like is the fact they're going their separate ways. The train just not together on the same person. They're going their separate ways, and they're both gonna have to end up clashing. I know they end up clashing eventually. I think that's gonna be very interesting to see. Also, if the fact that Asta ever gets any magical power, because he's physically strong, and everybody was wondering like, does he have any magical power? They're like, no, that's simply physical strength. I didn't sense any. I forgot what Yami called it, but the fact is, like, he's just gonna have physical strength, but he has to get some kind of form of magic in order for this thing to work. And we get to see when he first enters the Black Bulls building and he gets blasted by fire. Like I said, I'm enjoying where this is going. I'm ready to see what the chapters and things Asta's finna take. I also want to know how many episodes are going to be in this, or is it a continuous thing, or is it going to be like season by season? That's also another question I have. Like I said, Black Clover episode 5, pretty good to me. I enjoyed it. You guys let me know what you think down in the comments. Hit that like button, subscribe to my channel for more Black Clover reviews. I never even watched Black Clover. Why am I keep saying it? And I'll catch you with y'all later. Happy Halloween.